Hello dear students, hope you all are doing good. So after a break, let's start the analytical geometry part. Cone and cylinder we have concluded. Today I'm gonna start the central conchoid. Central conchoids. For this, whatever the prerequisites are there, whoever are new, please go like previous lectures and understand the basics. Moreover, I'd like to say here also I'll be using some of the facts and figures from rules or regulations from the previous lectures. So ultimately, when I say about the central conchoids, we have ellipsoid, hyperboloid, paraboloid, hyperboloid of 1 seat, hyperboloid of 2 seat. Okay. Basically, UPSC CSE they ask regularly questions over this, whether it is CSE or IFS. So how to tackle those questions? Please take this class very seriously, because from here you will be dealing some figures for vector calculus. What bacche? If you remember that I just hinted over the three important theorems: Gauss, Stokes and Green's. Why? Because after this segment I will take a lecture, a separate lecture for that, because there we will be using such figures. So unless we are not clear about this, how we can understand that? So that wala lecture will also be taken after this segment. So we have a general equation of central conchoid, and that is written as ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1. Now if this equation is written like this, then this is known as ellipsoid. If this equation is written like this, then this is known as hyperboloid of 1 seat. If this is like this, please check, then this is hyperboloid of 2 seats. And when this equation turns out to be in the form, let's say x square upon a square plus by square upon b square equals to 4cz kind of a stuff, so it turns out to be a paraboloid. So how to deal this chapter? What bacche? How to deal this chapter? We need to understand what is the demand of UPSC from this chapter. So for that I have done the homework for you guys. Now only you have to focus these two segments from this. Number first, here I'll be dealing about some general properties of central conchoids. Here the second segment, like plane of contact, diameter plane, enveloping cylinder and all. Getting my point? So that is the segment. I think persons who are regularly following the lecture, now they are clear what I am trying to convey. Because unless you don't separate the things, you cannot be sure, okay, what I have covered and what is left. So this is the today's lecture. What? General information, and 80% questions will come from this segment. I'm saying 80% probability. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to visualize these geometrical figures. Honestly speaking, as a student, I couldn't do it. Yes, as a teacher, I learned. So I'm telling you one figure. Let's say ellipsoid. Okay. So what you studied in the 2D, x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. This is a ellipse. Okay. And suppose that now you are in 3-dimensional. Let's say this is x, this is y, this is z. So what you are gonna do is, let's say you have some ellipse like this, you have some ellipse like this, you have some ellipse like this. So what happens, ellipse तो यही है. Suppose that in the xy plane you have one ellipse, in the yz plane you have another ellipse, in the zx plane you have another ellipse. So whatever the geometrical figure you are getting like this, अब मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है क्या तो ये होता था, बचपन में खेलते थे इसको, मतलब कपड़े से हम इसको ना ऐसे बांधते जाते थे और लट्टू टाइप समथिंग लाइक दैट, वो कुछ तो होता था, उसका मुझे नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है. सो दिस इज द ellipsoid. Okay बच्चे, and its equation is given like this. You getting? Now if I talk about what is hyperboloid of one seat and what is hyperboloid of two seats, these two figures may create a panic for you, so I'm gonna demonstrate those figures now. See, suppose that I want to talk about this. Let's say hyperboloid of one seat. See dear, in the next chapter when we'll be studying about the generating line, there also we need to categorize this, suppose that equation now for you. Okay. How you can think of, please notice on these points, you will understand the 3D, otherwise we'll be just moving here and there. Can I write this figure like this, x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals 1 square 1 plus z square upon c square. This figure can be written like this, or this can be written like x square upon a square plus z square upon c square equals 1 minus y square upon b square. This is minus, sorry. This can be written as this is a form you need to remember for further. When we will be studying about generating lines, okay, mark a star here. When we will be studying about generating line, we will be using such factorization. Okay. Now, अभी देखिएगा, if I talk about, let's say this is an equation 1, this is an equation 2. If I talk about this equation 1, in the xy plane क्या होगा बच्चे? In the xy plane z equals to 0. Check it out. So क्या मिल जाएगा मुझे? x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals to 1 means क्या है ये? Ellipse. What it is? Ellipse. Is that clear or not? So suppose that, अभी please try to visualize. ये floor है आपके पास. Suppose that let's say this is the xy plane. Okay, you have drawn an ellipse over this. and this is the z axis, suppose that. Okay, please try to visualize, है ना, नहीं तो सेंट्रल कॉन्कॉर्ड 1 घंटे में पढ़ा के मैं निकल सकता हूँ. This is the xy plane, this is the z axis. Suppose that there is an ellipse here at z equals to 0, here z equals to, suppose that 5, here z equals to 10, here z equals to 11, something like that. In the below, similarly, z, negative z of will be here or not. So what I do is, if I like draw an ellipse here, I draw an ellipse here, I draw an ellipse here, 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 like this. Similarly, ellipse here, 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 like this. So what the figure ultimately you will be having is, suppose that this is an ellipse. Check it out, please. Such figure we will have or not. So this is called hyperboloid of one seat. What बच्चे? Hyperboloid of one seat. Clear? ये जो इधर आपको दिख रहा है, this, ये क्या है? Itself a hyperbola. Check it out. अगर मैं आपसे बात करूं इस एक्सिस के ऊपर, z एक्सिस के ऊपर, x and y are 0, is it or not? So now it is up to us how we tackle this equation. What बच्चे? How we tackle this equation? Let's say you have been given x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equals to z square upon c square, and they said कि there is a plane z equals to 7. What? There is a plane z equals to 7. So what is the intersection? Please notice, what is the intersection of hyperboloid of one seat and the plane z equals to 7? So what you will do बच्चे? You will just intersection कैसे करते हैं? By solving 1 and 2. Please notice this point, and this is very important exam point for you, I am saying. Because many of the aspirant, even initially I used to think कि okay, I need to remember all these figures. No. This is an equation, this is an equation, and if I want to know by intersecting this and this what geometrical figure I am trying to get, for that I need to solve. Please notice, I need to solve these two equations. So let's solve. If I put z equals to 7 here, what I'll be getting? 1 plus 7 square upon c square. C, suppose that some given value for this. यहाँ पर ये तो given है आपको ना, ABC. So you have an ellipse or not? What? अरे this is a value बच्चे, alpha square let's say, and make this alpha square in the denominator of x square upon alpha square a square plus y square upon alpha square b square equals to 1. Ellipse दिखा कि नहीं? Now if someone says कि I have hyperboloid of one seat like this, and what is the suppose that in the vector calculus part they said we have hyperboloid of one seat and a plane 2x plus 5y equals to 3. So let's say S is the intersection of these two geometrical figures. So although I may not be able to visualize what are that geometrical figure, but what we should do is we should solve these equations and try to get the equation like this, and whatever equation you get here, that will be the intersection of these two. Am I clear or not? कोई doubt किसी को? Okay. So this is the ellipsoid, this is the hyperboloid of one seat. In the same manner, we can go for visualizing hyperboloid of two seats. So what is the equation of hyperboloid of two seats? Please check it out here. This is x square upon a square minus y square upon b square. It can be written as 1 plus z स्क्वायर अपॉन सी स्क्वायर. अब ध्यान देने वाली बात जो है यहाँ पर वो ये है कि लेट्स से ऑन द x एक्सिस इफ आई टॉक, व्हाट ऑन द x एक्सिस, सो y इज 0, z is 0. So from here what I will be getting, minus y square upon b square equals to 1. This implies y square equals to minus b square. Suppose that on the y axis z is 0, x is 0. So हाँ, on the y axis क्या ले लिया था मैंने, x axis y is 0, z is 0. So on the y axis x 0, z 0. Then यहाँ पे y के, sorry, this is x. What I am trying to convey here is कि whatever the equation is given to you, you need to observe some general points on that. First thing. One more thing I would like to tell you, x square upon a square minus y square upon b square equals to 1. What is it? It is a hyperbola, okay, in the 2D. So if I talk about this hyperbola, what hyperboloid of two seats, तो होगा क्या, this will be looking like and why I have left these things, the space here. So the thing is, that is the theme na. This is equation given to you. Try to check when I take the value of z square upon c square greater than 1. What? If I take the value of z square upon c square greater than 1, means z greater than plus minus c, then what I can say about this figure? When I am taking the value z upon c less or equal to plus minus, means less, z is less than plus minus c, then where this equation, whether it is complex or real, so when it converts into the imaginary part, we will say कि वो वाला part आपको दिखाई नहीं देगा. Is that clear or not? One more thing I would like to tell you, कि when you say z equals to c, so this is not a point, not a line in 3D. It is a plane actually. What बच्चे? It is a plane. Is that clear or not? Although this was not in my lecture plan, but still I tried to give you hint कि how to think about such geometrical figures. Because at this level and on this online learning platform, I am not supposed to elaborate everything like this because this is expected from you. But still I gave you a hint how to think. I didn't teach you for this segment. I just gave you a hint how to think about these geometrical figures. Is that clear or not? Any doubt? Sure. Now our lecture starts. So again, हाउ वी आर गोइंग मूविंग ऑन इन द टॉपिक्स. जो भी फिगर है, आप जो भी आप ज्योमेट्रिक ले रहे हैं उसके लिए टेंजेंट प्लेन, नॉर्मल लाइन, intersection of plane with that figure, this is the theme for reading this analytical geometry for any chapter. Is that clear or not? चाय ठंडी हो गई यार. अब देखेंगे. Now actually the topic starts. Okay. So when I say the central conicoid ax square plus by square plus cz square equals, is it visible? Hello. So we have this central conicoid. So our subtopic 1, finding tangent plane at a given point alpha, beta, gamma. And please notice these are very important topics for you. What is the task, बच्चे? We want to find tangent plane at a given point alpha, beta, gamma for the central conicoid. So now we will move just by our basic understanding. What is that understanding? Whenever I want to, suppose that this is my central conicoid, ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1. Okay बच्चे, and let's say this is a point alpha, beta, gamma, and I want to find tangent plane at this point. What बच्चे? Tangent plane at the point alpha, beta, gamma. So what is the process I told you? As you are following this lecture series, you know I always concerned about process. Is that clear or not? So what is the process? Whenever you have given a point, what you do? Equation of a straight line through the point alpha, beta, gamma with DC's LMN, यही करते हैं. Okay, where LMN are unknowns, so at the end those will be replaced. Clear? X minus alpha upon L, y minus beta upon M, z minus gamma upon n. This is the equation of a straight line passing through the point alpha, beta, gamma with the DC's as LMN. So what you do? You take, let's say this is a straight line, you take a point P at a distance r from this alpha, beta, gamma, and that point P is represented by LR plus alpha, x equals to LR plus alpha, MR plus beta, NR plus gamma. Basically यहाँ से x equals to निकालो, यहाँ से y equals to, यहाँ से z equals to, and that is a point P at a distance r from the point alpha, beta, gamma. Now this P lies on 1, so it will satisfy. करा दो satisfy इसको. ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1 से a into lr plus alpha square plus b into mr plus beta square plus c into nr plus gamma square equals to 1. Okay, let's say this is the equation 3. 2 लिया है किसी को? Let's say this is 2. Now as you know this is a quadratic equation in R. So let's separate this as the coefficient of R square, coefficient of R, and the constant term. So what is the coefficient of r square will be here? Those will be al square plus bm square, al square plus bm square plus cn square. This is the coefficient of r square. अब r का coefficient 2lr, so plus a into 2lr plus b into 2mr plus c into 2nr. So r will be taken outside. Is that clear or not? Now constant term, please focus here. That is visible or not? I guess okay. So now constant term, यहाँ से क्या मिलेगा मुझे? r इसमें था 2lr हो गया, अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस a अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस b बीटा स्क्वायर प्लस c गामा स्क्वायर is equal to 1. Is that clear or not? Any issue? Now we have been regularly doing it कि if this is a tangent plane to this central conicoid, then this will cut or this will touch this conicoid at exactly one point, and this r must be 0. This p should not. अगर मान लो ये pv यहाँ पर इसको कट करेगा तो this plane cuts this central conicoid at 2 points, then this plane cannot be tangent plane, because if it need to be tangent, it must cut this conicoid at exactly 1 point. So what this r must be 0. This equation quadratic in r, ठीक है, must have what बच्चे? Must have 2 equal roots for r as 0. कोई दिक्कत यहाँ पर? So for that, if अगर it should be 0, तब क्या होगा अपने पास? इसके रूट्स अगर 0 हैं तो रूट्स कैसे लिखते थे? r1 प्लस r2 इक्वल्स माइनस बी अपॉन ए, r1 r2 इक्वल c अपॉन ए. अगर आपका क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी वाई स्क्वायर, सॉरी ए आर स्क्वायर प्लस बी आर प्लस सी इक्वल्स टू 0 फॉर्म में है. सो यू राइट द रूट्स लाइक दिस. एनी डाउट किसी को भी? चल, अभी अगर मैं इस चीज को गौर करूं, ए अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस बी बीटा स्क्वायर प्लस सी गामा स्क्वायर, दिस इज व्हाट? दिस इटसेल्फ इज 1. दैट इज द क्वेश्चन मार्क फॉर यू. यस इट इज. क्यों? अल्फा बीटा गामा लाइज ऑन सेंट्रल कॉनिकॉइड. प्लीज नोटिस. So this will satisfy. इसलिए a अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस b बीटा स्क्वायर प्लस c गामा स्क्वायर विल बी 1. अब इसको अगर मैं यहाँ पर 1 पुट कर दूंगा, this will become 0. Is that clear or not? Any doubt? So what we have बच्चे? a l स्क्वायर प्लस b m स्क्वायर प्लस c n स्क्वायर outside प्लस 2 a l प्लस b m प्लस c n equals to 0. Now what we can do, actually this is okay, fine. a अल्फा स्क्वायर अपने पास आ गया, r1 प्लस r2 आ गया. लेट मी चेक इट, बिकॉज a अल्फा l कहाँ गया? अल्फा l, अरे बाप रे बाप, यहाँ पर अल्फा भी आएगा ना, अल्फा एल. सो अल्फा एल, यहाँ पर बीटा एम और यहाँ पर गामा भी आएगा. सो अल्टीमेटली वी विल हैव, प्लीज चेक इट आउट, 2a अल्फा, 2 तो चलो बाहर चला गया, a अल्फा एल प्लस b बीटा एम प्लस c गामा n इक्वल्स टू 0. Now if I want two roots as 0, so what the condition I should have on this A alpha, कहाँ गया, A alpha L plus B beta M plus C gamma N equals to 0. Let's give it an equation 4. अभी चेक कीजिए, जस्ट आई यूज दिस थिंग लाइक अगर रूट्स 0 हैं तो मेरे को ये कंडीशन इसको होल्ड कराना पड़ेगा. नाउ अभी यहाँ से चेक कीजिए, एल एम एन, व्हाट वर एल एन एम, एल एम एन वी हैव सपोज्ड ना, दोज आर नॉट गिवन टू यू, so ultimately you have to replace those na. So if I want to replace L, तो L can be replaced by x minus alpha upon R. So R तो सबके साथ में आएगा, that will go on outside. तो यहाँ पे मुझे क्या मिल जाएगा, replacing L by x minus alpha, M by y minus beta, N by z minus gamma. Please don't confuse this, you can write like this also, no issues. Okay, so 4 turns out to be क्या मिल जाएगा, A alpha into x minus alpha plus B beta into y minus beta plus C gamma into z minus gamma equals 0. It turns out to be A alpha x प्लस बी बीटा वाई प्लस सी गामा जेड माइनस का ए अल्फा स्क्वायर माइनस का बी बीटा स्क्वायर माइनस का सी गामा स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 0. एंड व्हाट इज ए अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस बी बीटा. सो अल्टीमेटली वी गॉट, check it out please, this is the required equation of tangent plane at the point alpha beta gamma. Some people may think कि sir I can remember this formula, why to do this much exercise? So I'll suggest you shortcuts are okay. I'm not saying to remember all these steps, but I am regularly doing this exercise just to make you feel कि analytical geometry is not that much horror. Once you are able to these simple observations, you can easily tackle questions. Clear? So exam point is they will ask you find tangent plane at this point. So ultimately you will remember this equation. Fine? Any issue? Chalo. Now we will have some byproduct of this result, and that is very much important for us whether it is CSE or IFS exam. Normals. What बच्चे? Normals. So to learn normals, before that we need to learn about director sphere, 3 mutually perpendicular tangent planes. What is this all about? We need to learn, because from there you may have questions. Okay, chalo. So now we want to discuss about normals. You can see the PYQs, you will have questions from there. So to reach to normal, we need to study some prerequisites. Okay, and those prerequisites are, so what I'll be doing is supporting stuff. I'll call it as supporting stuff. कहाँ पहुँचना है मुझे? Normals पर. ठीक है? For that, number first, find the condition, and this itself is very important. Okay, find the condition for Lx plus My plus Nz equals to P touches the central conicoid at the point alpha beta gamma. Very important, again and again I am saying. So what we learned, since tangent plane at अल्फा बीटा गामा, अभी अभी हमने सीखा है व्हाट इज दिस, a अल्फा x प्लस b बीटा y प्लस c गामा z इक्वल्स टू 1. ओके, नाउ व्हाट यू सेड, कि दिस इज द टेंजेंट प्लेन, यही तो आप कह रहे हैं, और I said this is the tangent plane, then 1 and 2 must be in the same proportion. कहने का मतलब a alpha upon L must be equals to v beta upon m, it must be equals to c gamma upon n. Is that clear? And equals to 1 upon p. Coefficients must be in the same proportion. And why it is like that? This already I told you in the class of plane. Plane के coefficients को if you multiply by alpha, तो DRS will be in the same proportion. Plane will not be changed. Okay. चलो. Now, what I can say from here? If I want to write अपने पास क्या है, ax स्क्वायर प्लस बी वाई स्क्वायर प्लस सी जेड स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 1 कॉनिकॉइड था, तो सिंस अल्फा बीटा गामा लाइज ऑन ax स्क्वायर प्लस बी वाई स्क्वायर प्लस सी जेड स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 1, सो इसलिए इट विल सेटिस्फाई a अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस बी बीटा स्क्वायर प्लस सी गामा स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 1. This is ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1. This is the point alpha beta gamma. And tangent plane कहाँ गया? This is the tangent plane. Now, what I do is I take the value of alpha from 3. What I'm doing? I take the value of alpha. तो क्या बन जाएगा? Check it out. Alpha equals L upon AP. So this will L square upon A square P square. This will be M square upon B square P square. This will be C into N square upon C square P square equals to 1. So how I can write it dear? यहाँ से तो मुझे मिल गया L square upon A plus M square upon B प्लस एन स्क्वायर अपॉन सी. अभी ये जो पी स्क्वायर है इसको यहाँ पर भेज दीजिए. ओके, सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट फॉर यू कि ओके, इफ एल एक्स प्लस एम वाई प्लस एन जेड इक्वल्स टू पी wants to be the tangent plane for the central conicoid at the point alpha beta gamma, then it must be satisfied. L, M, N जो coefficients है इनके और ये जो P है, it must satisfy this condition. Moreover, P must be equal to square root of L square upon A plus M square upon B plus N square upon C. Please do remember these two conditions because those will be used further. Now, this is the point 1 in the supporting stuff. Now for the point 2, आप समझिएगा बात को. Actually there is a figure that is called director sphere. In the exam PYQs you can observe, okay, CSE or IFS whatever exam, director sphere. So don't worry about this heavy term, this is very simple. What it says, please notice, let's say this is a central conicoid ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1. Okay, suppose that this is a point alpha beta gamma. What I do, suppose that this is a plane, tangent plane 1, there is another tangent plane, let's say this is tangent plane 2 and there is another tangent plane. Let's say this is the tangent plane 3. Okay, so what we do is director sphere is a locus of what बच्चे, is a locus of जहाँ पे इंटरसेक्शन होगा 3 mutually perpendicular tangent planes. 3 mutually perpendicular tangent planes बच्चे. Okay, so director sphere के बारे में don't be panic. The thing is focus on these words. 3 mutually perpendicular tangent planes. Okay, now this point 1 will be used very smartly here. How it will be used? Suppose that let's take 3 mutually perpendicular tangents as L1x plus M1y plus N1z equals to P1. So what I told you, if Lx plus My plus Nz equals to P wants to be the tangent plane of this central conicoid, then P must be equals to square root of L1 square upon A plus M1 square upon B plus N1 square upon C. So this is a tangent plane at the central conicoid. Clear? Why I have taken RHS like this? Because this already we have proved. Another plane I can write like L2 square upon A plus M2 square upon B plus N2 square upon C. Similarly, I can write third plane L3x plus M3y plus N3z equals L3 square upon A, M3 square upon B plus N3 square upon C. Okay, बच्चे. So what now focus on these mutually perpendicular. What I told you in the lecture 1 and lecture 2 and 3 as well, mutually perpendicular का condition, if these two planes are mutually perpendicular, then क्या होना पड़ेगा? L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 must be 0. If these two planes are perpendicular, then L2 L3 plus M2 M3 plus N2 N3 must be 0. If this is perpendicular to this, क्योंकि 3 are mutually perpendicular, so what I'll be having is L1 L3 plus M1 M3 plus N1 N3 must be 0. So this is a set of information we have with these three. Also, if LMN are DCs, then what the condition they will satisfy? L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square equals to 1. L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square equals to 1. L3 square plus M3 square plus N3 square equals to 1. Is that clear or not? Now, on using 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, we can solve out. Also it is given, if you are panicking about that things, so I will suggest you the, I guess that is the जो PDF whatever you have, page number 191 and 192, it is given there. So what happens is, if you are solving these equations, you are getting an equation like x square plus y square plus z square equals 1 upon a plus 1 upon b plus 1 upon c. Please do remember this equation. This is called a director sphere of the central conicoid. Ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1. So this is director sphere of x square upon a plus by square upon a square plus by square upon b square plus z square upon c square equals to 1. Do remember this. If someone asks what is the director sphere of x square upon 3 plus y square upon 4 plus z square upon 5 equals to 1, you will take just a as root 3, b as root 4, c as root 5, put that value here, you can write the director sphere of that central conicoid. Is that clear or not? Any doubt? So that is the beauty of understanding concept. One more important point is remaining, मुझे लग रहा है मैं यहीं पर लिख दूं, equation of normal line. What बच्चे? At a point alpha, beta, gamma. Again this is very important, very much important. नॉर्मल लाइन किस पॉइंट पर? अल्फा बीटा गामा पर. सो लाइन का इक्वेशन हाउ यू राइट? x माइनस अल्फा अपॉन y माइनस बीटा अपॉन m, z माइनस गामा अपॉन n. नाउ द मजा विल कम. what I told you, what is the tangent plane at a point alpha beta gamma? a अल्फा x प्लस b बीटा y, यहीं पर लिख दूं, चूंकि टेंजेंट प्लेन एट अल्फा बीटा गामा ए अल्फा एक्स प्लस बी बीटा वाई प्लस सी गामा जेड इक्वल्स टू 1. सो इफ दिस इज द नॉर्मल to this central conicoid, let's say this is the point alpha beta gamma, let's say this is the point alpha beta gamma, I want to find equation of this normal. what बच्चे? सो लाइन तो मैंने लिख दिया. अब मैं अगर इसका टेंजेंट प्लेन इस पॉइंट पर लिखूं, इस टेंजेंट प्लेन को, ये टेंजेंट प्लेन कौन सा होगा? ए अल्फा एक्स प्लस बी बीटा वाई प्लस सी गामा जेड इक्वल्स टू 1. सो ए एक्स प्लस बी वाई प्लस सी जेड इक्वल्स टू डी. उसका ए क्या होता है? डायरेक्शन रेशियोज. सो क्या मिल जाएगा? A alpha, B beta, C gamma are the direction ratios of the tangent plane at this point, and direction ratios of a plane are always perpendicular to that plane. अपने को चाहिए क्या था? Equation of normal means perpendicular. अपने को DRS मिल गया, A alpha, B beta, C gamma. इस प्लेन का DRS हमेशा उसके परपेंडिकुलर. सो दीज टू आर पैरेलल और नॉट. So LMN can be replaced by x minus alpha upon a alpha, y minus b beta upon b beta, z minus gamma upon c gamma. This will be the equation of normal. Is it visible or not? This is the equation of normal line at the point alpha beta gamma. Is that clear? Now what question they ask? They actually ask you कि how many normals can be drawn at a point on a central conicoid. So how those 6 normals can be drawn? Just satisfy x equals to a alpha plus alpha, b beta plus beta, put here and write that equation. Find the degree of that equation. How many values of r? Let's say इसको मैं r लिख दूं. How many values of r you are going to get? That will give you number of normals that can be drawn at a point to the central conicoid. That is very favorite question of the UPSC. So you people are suggested, जो मैंने अभी statement बोला कि how many normals या 6 concurrent normals भी बोला जाता है उसको. So please do this exercise. Please do this exercise. Am I clear or not? सबको. सो दिस इज द सेगमेंट 1. सेगमेंट 1 में अभी कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी हैं, उन क्वेश्चंस को मैं आपको करा दूं, 1-2 क्वेश्चंस, यू विल फील गुड. ये 6 कॉन्करेंट नॉर्मल्स वाला जरूर पढ़ लीजिए. आई एम टेलिंग यू व्हाट इज दैट पेज नंबर. नॉर्मल पेज नंबर 194. व्हाट? पेज नंबर 194 पर जो आपको इंफॉर्मेशन दिया गया है, आई ऑल्सो नोटेड, इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दैट. प्लीज डू दैट. कौन वाला आर्टिकल जरूरी नहीं है, लेकिन 6 कॉन्करेंट नॉर्मल्स कैन बी ड्रॉन. Almost 90% of the portion I have done for you, how to proceed, and please do revise this also. They may ask question again and again over that. So what I decided in this lecture, I'll cover the whole thing for the segment 1 theory as well as numericals, so that वो lecture का बार बार का you will not be crying for that. So now what we need to do is have some questions. So let me read out some question for you guys. One very good example, you can say that is expected question for you too also. Question 1, they asked you, tangent planes are drawn to the central conicoid. Tangent planes are drawn to the central conicoid through the point alpha, beta, gamma. Let's say this is my central conicoid. कोई एक point है मेरे पास alpha, beta, gamma. From this point, let's say I have a tangent plane like this. Let's say I have a tangent plane to the central conicoid like this, and I can have different tangent planes through this alpha, beta, gamma. This is the central conicoid. Ax square plus by square plus cz square equals to 1. Please listen the question again. Tangent planes are drawn to the central conicoid through the point alpha, beta, gamma. Prove that the perpendiculars to them from the origin, perpendiculars to them from the origin. तो ऐसे जितने भी टेंजेंट प्लेन्स आप ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं इस पॉइंट से होते हुए, इन सब के ऊपर आप यहाँ से परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. व्हाट यू आर ड्रॉइंग? परपेंडिकुलर. एंड यू हैव टू शो these perpendiculars generate the cone x square upon a plus y square upon b plus z square upon c equals alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z का whole square. So what they said, listen again. Tangent planes are drawn to the central conicoid through the point alpha, beta, gamma. Prove that the perpendiculars to them from the origin generate the cone. So strategy, please notice how to tackle such questions. जैसे जैसे बोलेगा हम आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे. उसने कहा tangent planes through the point. Please notice the word through the point. Don't think alpha, beta, gamma here or here, वो कहीं भी रहे. I will just write कि tangent planes through the point alpha, beta, gamma can be written as lecture 2 plane वाला a into x minus alpha, plane passing through a one point, plus m into y minus beta plus n into z minus gamma equals 0. So let's say this is the equation 1, this is the equation 2. What else? परपेंडिकुलर क्या किया है? इन प्लेन्स के ऊपर परपेंडिकुलर डाले. तो बच्चे अगर ये प्लेन मेरा ये है तो इसके डीआरएस क्या होंगे बताओ? L, M, N. L, M, N are the DRS of this plane. DRS of a plane are always perpendicular to that plane, and this line is perpendicular to this plane. So इस line के जो DRS होंगे वो भी क्या हो जाएंगे? Also L, M, N. So write equation of, let's say this is O and this is the point P. So equation of line OP क्या हो जाएगा? Passing through origin. Is that clear or not? Any doubt? This is said Lx plus M by, okay. Now equation of the normal plane. ये चीज हो गया, इसको मैं थर्ड नंबर डाल देता हूं. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग, इफ दिस प्लेन, प्लीज चेक इट आउट, दिस 2 कैन बी रिटन एज Lx plus M by दिस इज पॉइंट टू बी नोटिस्ड हियर प्लीज इन दिस क्वेश्चन. इस पर लिख लीजिए 2023 दे विल आस्क. ठीक है, पेज नंबर 192 एग्जाम्पल 1. सो व्हाट दे आर गोना डू इज कि इफ दिस इज द टेंजेंट प्लेन एट दिस पॉइंट, तो इसको मैं इस फॉर्म में लिख दूं एल अल्फा प्लस बी बीटा प्लस सी गामा. अच्छा बच्चे, अगर एल एक्स प्लस एम वाई प्लस एन जेड इक्वल्स टू पी इज अ टेंजेंट प्लेन टू दिस, देन दिस मस्ट बी इक्वल्स टू अभी भी व्हाट वी हैव सोन. इसलिए एल अल्फा प्लस बी बीटा प्लस सी गामा मस्ट बी इक्वल्स टू एल स्क्वायर अपॉन ए प्लस एम स्क्वायर अपॉन बी प्लस एन स्क्वायर अपॉन सी और नॉट. प्रीवियस रिजल्ट, चेक इट आउट and let we give this as equation 4. हो गया काम. यहां से just let's say this is r, so x equals to lr, y equals to mr, z equals to nr. इसको नहीं, इसको इक्वेशन डालो 3 and 4 में l की जगह m की जगह check it out, replace एल वाई एक्स एम वाई वाई एन वाई जेड. सो क्या मिल जाएगा, एक्स अल्फा एक्स प्लस बीटा वाई प्लस गामा जेड. इसका स्क्वायर रूट इधर लाएंगे तो इसका स्क्वायर हो जाएगा अल्फा एक्स प्लस बीटा वाई प्लस गामा जेड का स्क्वायर, और उधर में एल को एक्स से रिप्लेस कीजिए, एक्स स्क्वायर अपॉन ए प्लस वाई स्क्वायर अपॉन बी प्लस जेड स्क्वायर अपॉन सी. दिस इज द टारगेट फॉर द क्वेश्चन. So I will repeat the question again. What they said is कि there is a central conicoid given to you, plane passing through the point alpha beta gamma, perpendicular on such planes passing through the alpha beta gamma from the origin. Just I have used the given information and got the result, and this is a very good question for you. क्लियर? नहीं समझ आया तो वापस से रिपीट करके देख लो इसको. एंड द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल इज, दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल. उसमें भी वो तो बहुत ही आसान हो गया. अगला क्वेश्चन है कि ओके, एक सेंट्रल कॉनिकॉइड आपको दे रखा है एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 12 वाई स्क्वायर प्लस 4 जेड स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 8. दिस इज द सेंट्रल कॉनिकॉइड गिवन टू यू. फाइन. सो इसको कंपेयर करके आप क्या लिख सकते हैं, एक्स स्क्वायर अपॉन 8 प्लस वाई स्क्वायर अपॉन 8/12 प्लस जेड स्क्वायर अपॉन 8/4. अब ये किस में आ गया है, स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में. इज दैट क्लियर? जहां a का वैल्यू क्या है 1/8, b का वैल्यू क्या है 12/8, c का वैल्यू क्या है 4/8. इज दैट क्लियर और नॉट? सो क्योंकि हमने कंपेयर किससे करना है, ax स्क्वायर प्लस बी वाई स्क्वायर प्लस सी जेड स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 1. स्टार्ट क्लियर? बोलता है एक पॉइंट है आपके पास 1, 1/2, 1. इस पॉइंट पर टेंजेंट प्लेन लिखना है. सो व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, द इक्वेशन ऑफ द टेंजेंट प्लेन फॉर अ सेंट्रल कॉनिकॉइड ax स्क्वायर प्लस बी वाई स्क्वायर प्लस सी जेड स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 1. a अल्फा, a का वैल्यू 1/8, अल्फा का वैल्यू 1, a अल्फा x प्लस बी बीटा बाई, बी बीटा बाई प्लस सी, सी इज व्हाट, कहाँ गया 4/8, सी गामा जेड इक्वल्स टू 1. सो टेंजेंट प्लेन एट दिस पॉइंट लिख दिया. दिस इज व्हाट, x अपॉन 8 प्लस y अपॉन कितना हो जाएगा, ये अगर मैं इसको करूं 6/8, 3/4, 4/3 प्लस z अपॉन 2 इक्वल्स टू 1. सो व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, x अपॉन a प्लस y अपॉन b प्लस z अपॉन c इक्वल्स टू 1 इज अ प्लेन. तो ये एक्सिस पर कहाँ कट करता है, इंटरसेप्ट्स आर a, 0, 0, 0, b, 0, 0, 0, c. So that is your example 2. What they said कि to this central conicoid at a point this there is a tangent plane which cuts the axis at a, b, c. ठीक है, तो A का वैल्यू क्या है 8, B का वैल्यू ये, C का वैल्यू ये. ओके, जस्ट पुट हियर एंड आई टोल्ड यू, उन्होंने एरिया ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल ABC पूछा है. दिस ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन द लेक्चर ऑफ स्ट्रेट लाइन, कि एक वाले का डेल्टा x लिखते हैं, डेल्टा y लिखते हैं, डेल्टा z लिखते हैं. सेंट्रॉइड कैसे लिखना होता है, दैट ऑलरेडी आई हैव टोल्ड यू इन दैट स्ट्रेट लाइन वाला लेक्चर. Is that clear? Still if you are confused, then it is written there on the page number 192, example 2. Clear or not? So I guess it's enough from my side for this central conicoid का segment 1. Segment 2 is easy, just plane of contact कैसे लिखना है, diameter plane कैसे लिखना है, उनका just I am telling you the funda. Segment 2 का फंडा, उनके फॉर्मूले आपको याद करने हैं बस. रिमेंबर फॉर्मूलाज, रिमेंबर फॉर्मूलाज. ओके, एंड दोज आर वेरी मच सिमेट्रिकल इन नेचर विद द टेंजेंट प्लेन काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. यू गेटिंग? सो बस एक चीज मैं आपको कहूंगा कि वहां पर जब आप सेगमेंट 2 पढ़ रहे होंगे इन द PDF, प्लेन ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट एंड ऑल, सो प्लीज डू फोकस टेंजेंट प्लेन एट अ पॉइंट. यहां से हम चीज लिखते हैं, और प्लेन ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट का मतलब होता है ये पॉइंट यहां नहीं है, दिस पॉइंट इज नॉट हियर, दिस पॉइंट इज समवेयर, लेट्स से हियर. Segment 2 I have started. Okay, so alpha beta gamma is a point. Now you want to write कि अगर यहाँ से मैं एक tangent plane डालूं, यहाँ से एक tangent plane on this conchoid डालूं, दूसरा tangent plane डालूं, and you are interested in knowing locus of such planes. So please do notice this is based on 12 years of experience कि plane of contact type of stuff जब आप लिखते हैं तो alpha beta gamma is not here, that is somewhere here, and whatever the point is given to you, the fundamental is you just write an equation passing through that point with the DC's as LMN. Take a point at R distance. This point, suppose that this is the point P at a distance R from here. I can write x equals to y equals to z equals to. That means P के coordinates you can write, and P will lie on central conicoid. This is the fundamental. If you understood this, then plane of contact, radical plane and all, nothing is that much tough. Funda already I told you, you have to remember those formulas. How those formulas are coming, please do remember this my statement. With this segment only you will be able to do any of the formula, you will be able to derive any formula. Thing is, पॉइंट यहाँ नहीं यहाँ है, इस पॉइंट से पास होने वाली लाइन लिखिए, इससे r डिस्टेंस पर एक पॉइंट, वो पॉइंट कॉनकॉर्ड पर लाई करेगा तो उसको सेटिस्फाई करेगा. अब कितने पॉइंट्स पर कट करेगा, अगर मान लो r का क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन मिल रहा है, डिफरेंट रूट चाहिए, इक्वल रूट चाहिए, जीरो रूट चाहिए, कंडीशन विल गिव यू द रिक्वायर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ ज्योमेट्रिकल फिगर. So that is the beauty of enjoying this analytical geometry. So this is the lecture for today. Tomorrow will be off. Day after tomorrow the next lecture will be uploaded, because I hope I have delivered a lot to study for you. So in the next 2 days you will be studying this stuff, solve those examples. Segment 2 ka funda I have told you, do complete this. After one day, like tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll take the next lecture and we will demonstrate some other central conicoids. We will also do generating lines and all. So we'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, whatever queries you have, join the Telegram group, ask your queries. Keep learning. Good luck.